Secret up against T1, and we'll see who takes this first game. Purifying Flames, Fortune's End. Always wanted to throw that out. Get as much as you can out of that one. Top lane, though. Nisha, who end up getting the kill on the Whitemon. Surprisingly, Nisha, not a lot of farm at the moment, but neither does... Anna doesn't have a lot of farm either. And they're going to drop the Tombstone. They've got Thompson coming over. He's gone 3-0-3. They go after Nisha and get the kill. Thompson with the early damage. They are starting to pinch on Zads, and they do have the help from the Fortunes and the Purifying Flames. That's not dead just yet, but with 4 heroes here, it's pretty easy. This is, again, so far farm-wise looks okay for Secret. Things are a little bit even. And Thompson over to the side trying to get the kill on Anisha. Whitemon with a soul rip. And Nisha going down with the Purifying Flames and the Fortune's End. So they will end up getting at least one. They've got the Centaur to stop the TP as well as the Impale. And that means they'll get the kill on Thompson. He goes 4-0-4 as they are littered throughout the jungle on the Dire side. You can just see it here, everywhere. Snowball in. They go after Resolution, who pops the ult. He's on the run. The shards are nicely placed. Thompson taking a lot of damage. He's got the false promise. So now he'll look to get the kill on a Resolution, but they've got themselves the ult from the Chen. Puppy's able to save at least this Lycan for now. Zaps falls, but Resolution with his Wolves is able to take out the Oracle in return, and that ends up being a 2 for a 4. So favorable so far for Secret. You need to be careful. They are bringing in this Ursa, and it might just make the jump. That's exactly what it's going to do. Chrysalis goes in, and they will put their attention on Cuckoo. Pops the Ravage, but Chrysalis already got the ult off. They'll throw the Snowball. They've got the damage to get the kill onto the Ursa. Now they're going to look for more. Nisha on the run. Anna is about half health, but they've got the Purifying Flames as well as the Walrus Punch. These heroes on T1 are low, but they're not going to end up dying to get the kill on Chrysalis as well as Nisha. Zephyr gets run down by the Wolves of Resolution, and they kind of want a little bit more, but don't exactly have the tools to chase. As he picks up that BKB, and they're going to jump in on Thompson immediately, and he's just going to have no way to survive here. With the help of Zayats, having that extra bit of lockdown means that Oracle has no chance to survive. Just 100 gold away from having that Ogre Axe. He actually sells to get it. So now he'll have the Ogre Axe. That'll fly in the rest of the BKB to add into the Mithril Hammer. And they're working with BKB now, so maybe that's enough. Again, hard to know. You are catching potentially Chrysalis pre-BKB, as well as Rezo or anybody else having any magic immunity. And a lineup like this might be able to get something done if they're able to get a good Ravage off, but Cuckoo, he doesn't have a blink. He doesn't have a way to initiate. It's all based on Zephyr coming in with the Snowball, and that Snowball does finally land. They've got themselves the rain down, and it's pouring on the Ursa, but he's got an umbrella so far. Ravage comes in, hits on a 3. They get the kill to Zephyr. The look over. Zeal's going to be used by Puppy. They got Resolution. They get the kill there, at least on a 1. Stun doesn't land as Anna's got the BKB. The Bloodstone's popped by Nisha, and the Fortune's End lands on 3, locking them up for a moment, and Anna wants to go in and try and get something more. He'll find Puppy, but the stun from Zayats, and now they'll kill off Anna. The false promise is going to be used by Thompson, and these heroes on the side of T1 need to get out. Whitemon not TPing out, but the other 2 will. He's late to the party of TPs, but it's not going to matter. They all 3 escape with their lives. And T1 are going to continue to fall further and further behind, knowing that most of the map really isn't theirs to be on, to farm at. And I'm pretty sure Secret are well aware of the positioning here of T1, and they're going to go forward with this one with the BKB being popped by Chrysalis. He's going to be chasing the Undying. They've got the False Promise already out on Thompson. He'll drop down that rain on top of the Dire heroes to try and heal them up and help them leave this fight. They'll snowball over, the waveform in. Anna, he's in a little bit too far. The Impale comes out. Resolution doing the damage to get the kill here onto the Morphling, and they're going to look for Cuckoo as well. They've got themselves a 3rd. They'll try to make it a 4th. They'll take out Thompson. Zephyr with the Walrus Punch isn't going to do anything, and eventually they should be able to catch up to this Tusk, especially when they land that Impale from Zayat. And it's a full team wipe in the favor of Team Secret. Have ourselves an easy time. They're actually looking to make a jump. Potentially, they place down the wards. They're going to jump in. Oh, a 2-man stun from Zayat, and Chrysalis cleans them both up. They've they've got the dust. They'll have the follow-up stun from Ana. The buyback's coming out from both Thompson as well as Zephyr. They're going to try and chase Crystallis, but a stun from Nisha lands on to Ana, and they've got the Reign of Destiny as well as the Ravage to try and get these heroes on the side of Secret out of the fight, but they are just not dying. False Promise on a Cuckoo. They use the Hand of God. They get the kill on a White Mouth. They take out Zephyr. Down goes Thompson. 3 heroes gone. 2 of them already used buyback with the BKB being popped by Ana. The chase is on. The GG is called, and Secret are going to take game 1, as well as a couple extra kills while they get this first game victory. Team Secret with that first game win, and 1 game away from going to the upper bracket final in this last chance qualifier. We'll see. All right, Night Stalker. So the Veno probably for Zephyr with that Night Stalker pick. Nisha's going to be on the mid Primal Beast. It's an off-lane Beastmaster. In the games I've seen of Primal Beast, it feels like a hero that can kind of get off to a fast start, and if it can maintain it, doesn't really give the other team a chance, and that should open up space for Crystallis. You've got Rezo, who always seems to find some very quick farm, and of course Zayats, I expect to be moving around the map quite a bit with this Earth Spirit. But he might just give up First Blood. Boulder Smash on to 3, and there's not much he can do here except bide his time, and eventually it will be First Blood as Thompson gets it. Nisha does end up taking a little bit of damage, but goes after Thompson with some right clicks after popping off that uproar. Running after Puppy. The battery assault. Rezo's here, so you need to be careful. Axes are going to fly in, fly back, but they leave him at a sliver of health. Cogs out and Zephyr here. They know that Zephyr's here. They don't know that Thompson's right behind Puppy to get a kill onto the Enchantress. I guess maybe you get White Mom, but I don't think you get Ana in a situation like this. Unless maybe you got the damage. Zephyr getting chased by Crystallis, and Zephyr one right click from dead actually gets denied by Cuckoo. Well done. While top lane they find Whitemon, and they get a kill there onto the Clockwork. Not really getting everything he would like out of that lane. Avalanche toss and the silence from Cuckoo will chase down this Earth Spirit and get the kill on his ass. Good rotation, good move. In the jungle, they found Rezo. Push him off the cogs, time dilation, primal roar, axis thrown. Ana, he's holding the chrono and maybe doesn't want to use it just yet, but here comes the roll. Ooh, the kick down to the low ground. Another guy, the ulti of the pulverize, but it only lasts for 1 shot again. Avalanche was used, axis thrown at Ana again. Zayats isn't dead yet. They're going to chase. He uses that pig pull. He's got the double damage. He's tossed up into the air, and Nisha wants to chase. Goes for Ana, who time walks away, but the onslaught trying to keep up with him. Zayats off screen has died. Nisha on the chase, but doesn't have the damage, even with the double damage. Ana, though, gets a bash out of this. They've got Whitemon over to the side, and he will use that uproar. As Puppy comes in, he throws an impetus shot on a Whitemon, trying to use that as best he can. Farm up towards the treads and get him into that Maelstrom. Avalanche and toss used. Nisha within the cogs. They've got the silence onto the Primal Beast. They should be able to get the kill, but they'll morph into the Tiny, get the Avalanche off. They get the kill on a Whitemon. That's 1. Primal Roar used, and that is onto the Tiny. Thompson in trouble. He's on the run, but gets an Avalanche through on a 4. Slows him down, but there's the waveform morphing back into the Tiny. The Avalanche just on the edge. Thompson's hit. Boulder Smash comes through, and they've got the Wild Wing that pushes him closer into the hands of Crystallis to get the kill. So Puppy, who's enchanted this Wild Wing and has that Hurricane that'll get the Tiny into their grasp. You can tell by the helm. Hook shot. Cogs around. Zayat's in trouble. Wait for the team. He's going to die first, but they've got the toss-up on Anisha. Thompson is in no man's land, so it ends up being a trade that's going to benefit here for Secret. Bottom tower drops. Zephyr here with Whitemon. Hook shot on 2, and a Gale on it, too. Obviously, they've got that roar. The cogs push out Nisha. Zayat's staying right in front of Whitemon as well as Zephyr, and he'll die, and I think he kind of walked back to make sure that he was giving up his life on that one. Link, Avalanche, toss, hook shot. Gets him on the fall down. Zayat's trying to roll away and does so. It's the Boulder Smash to get the Clockwork out of the cogs with him, but Thompson throws the tree and eventually still gets the kill on Zayat. So Whitemon looking for an entry in an interesting spot. They've got the Geomagnetic Grip. They'll chase with the onslaught. There's the Time Walk into the Chrono, lands on a 2. They've got the Magnetize from Zayats. They get the kill on a Whitemon. Their right clicks aren't going to be enough to get the kill on the Resolution just yet, but the matches are there, and Anna gets himself at least 1. They'll look over for a second. They'll take out Nisha. Lose Puppy's Courier, and maybe also get Puppy. He gets behind the tier 1 tower, but they do have a couple of heroes in to try and get this kill. While on the other side of it, Thompson hits the Avalanche as well as the toss out of Zayat. And Boulder Smash is not going to be enough to keep him alive, so it ends up being a very good fight here for T1. A good chrono from Anna. So let's see. Do they come in a Roche? Trying to make the jump in. Hook shot late. Geomagnetic Grip. They've got the silence. Whitemon. There was an attempt. At mid though, Rezo's been spotted, and they're going to get this kill into the Beastmaster. It's now kind of gone the other way around, where it's 1 on Secret and 3 from T1, and they've really turned this one around. Rezo's getting net worth, Rezo's getting farm, but, well, Nisha really isn't. Oh, God, Thompson. That was almost super impressive, but now he might just be in trouble. Pulverized with the roll, waveform in, turns into the tiny, Avalanche out, as well as the toss with the adaptive strike. Chrysalis gets the kill on the Thompson, and while trying to be a little bit cheeky, unfortunately, Thompson, who blinked to try and get in front of Zayats, it seemed like, to stop the roll, ended up getting himself killed in that way. Roll in, hits on a Zephyr. Magnetize, adaptive strike with a silence for the Geomagnetic Grip. Chrysalis gets the kill onto Zephyr, and they'll continue to push through mid. Secret just kind of molding the map to what they want to do. Take the outpost over top. There really haven't been many answers from T1 just yet. They're smoked up as 3 again. Geomagnetic Grip as well as the roll, but Cuckoo gets in front of him this time with a blink, and they're going to be able to get the kill on Zayat. They look over, hookshot lands, it's onto this Morphling. They've got themselves the Chrono, but it's going to be onto a hero of his own. That's going to be on a Cuckoo. Can they get the damage onto the Morphling? No, they can't. Crystal is able to survive. He's able to waveform away with the BKB as well as the ult used by this Primal Beast. They get the kill on a Cuckoo. They'll take out Anna, and without this Void and without the Chrono, this is going to fall apart for the side of T1. Whitemon's next. He'll drop inside his own cogs, and Chrysalis is unstoppable after looking like he was going to fall for a second, but at the end of it all, he ends up surviving, and still T1 trying to find an opening. They're staying nearby, but Puppy, I don't know if this Avalanche is going to be enough. They'll use that Ag's new spell from the Tiny, but now Thompson, in doing that tree volley, kind of gives himself up. Thompson's there with Resolution and Zayats, and he's just not going to survive fighting against Zayats, Chrysalis, and Resolution 3v1. It's not a fair fight, but that's the fight you chose. But it seems like these fights, at least for the most part, are leaning towards Secret the last 1 or 2. Unfortunately, I believe that smoke was spotted.
Come on, sprites.
Hook shot, hits deep, it hits on Anisha. They'll blink in, they'll go for the tree volley, but the BKB gets used. They've got Zayats rolling in, that lands onto the Tiny. Time walk forward as well as the waveform. They've got the Chrono that's going to land on a 3. Can they get the damage out here on a Chrysalis? It's not looking like they have enough. They've got the Primal Roar that's going to land on Anna. The damage coming into the face. So Smooth with the impetus shot from Bumpy. Getting the kill. They'll take out Cuckoo and Zephyr. 4 heroes dead. Make it a 5th. It's a full team wipe for Team Secret as they lose nothing. Coming in towards top, that's going to be a roll. It lands. Oh boy, 2 heroes in trouble. They should be able to at least get the kill on a Zephyr. They'll chase him from tops, and he goes to the tree volley, but they're going to spike it right down into his face and get the kill on a Thompson. And the tips come out for Zayats as he's done a good job of having that reach with a rolling boulder. And jumping on these heroes on the side of T1. So he just into the hands of Chrysalis. Shard available. That's going to be picked up by Nisha, and I believe passed over. How they're going to go about this in terms of fighting one last time. And his bottom, and Zayats, he's moving in. He's got the roll. Now you got to be careful. EKB Chrono, maybe to just get in Earth Spirit. Damage on Anisha. He uses the uproar. Now the time walk, the attempt to get out, and the Lincoln saving him. Whitemon dies. Five-man smoke. Zats rolls forward. Tree volley comes out, but there's the roll onto the back line. Not finding anybody. All right, Cuckoo blinking in. He needs to be careful. They've got Ana again just farming top as he doesn't have the Chronosphere in another 75 seconds. Tree volley out once more. Roll avoided with the blink dagger. BKB's been popped by Cuckoo, thinking about going in, but he doesn't. So now this BKB is going to be on cooldown, and they haven't done anything with it from this Night Stalker. And the side of Secret are going to feel confident enough to go for the tier 3 tower up on the high ground with really not much fear. These tree volleys aren't doing enough. They're not even able to get the kill on a puppy. They're going to time walk in, time walk out. They'll pop the Lincolns. Now they've got the ulti, and it's going to land on a bunch of these heroes. They get the kill now. They'll take out the face of Zoid. They'll look over at Zephyr. They get themselves a second. They'll buy back on the Venomancer, but Cuckoo without a BKB is trying to run away here from the faceless void of Crystallis. And, well, now he's back to being a Morphling. The bottom set of racks will be demolished.
Dyer's bottom barracks has fallen.
My sprites are with us.
Blink in from Cuckoo. They've got the silence, and Crystallis not losing that first life. There's the blink in from Nisha. Nisha's going to move forward and try and use that Pulverize to get something done. And with that, they're able to get Whitemon and look towards Cuckoo, whose BKB doesn't do anything for him. They buy back on this Clockwork. They're going to try and defend the high ground one last time. They've got Faceless Void up at 30 seconds to have the Chronosphere, but he's got to get in real quick. The Aegis, it'll expire in 30 seconds, and maybe they can time it right. Crystallis didn't lose it the first time around, but they're going to jump in with the Avalanche coming in out onto Puppy. Time walk in, time dilation used. Lincoln's top. Cuckoo jumps forward, looking for the Morphling. Ana right on top of him. But again, they've got the Aegis for 15 more seconds, and they're not even losing Crystallis. The Magnetize is going to be dropped on Ana as well as Thompson with BKB being popped by Zayat. Zayat, he's in between 4 heroes. He's got himself the Magnetize drop down again. Is he going to lose his life? He bought back previously, but he's going to be dead and not really worrying. Because they get the kill on the Cuckoo, they'll end up losing Whitemon. It's a Chrono onto the Morphling, but it's not doing any damage. Ana just has no output. Avalanche as well as Toss coming through on a resolution as Ana's going to be in a lot of trouble as Crystallis turns into the face of Void. Time walk away, ulti used by Zephyr. He's on the run, waveform hits onto the Venomancer. They get the kill on a Zephyr. Now looking over at Thompson, that tree volley's not going to do anything, and they're going to volley his life up into the air and spike it down right in front of Ana as he's the last one alive for the side of T1. He'll fall, and it's a full team wipe for Secret and a 2-0 win over T1.